Good morning. It's Weezy FS1. Skip the BS and put everybody after BS. PS, all I spit is FACTS. The best, skip Bayless, yes, say less. Top for the top, apex, everyday flex. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't poppin', I ain't trying to hate. Let's have a Jordan and LeBron debate. I got time today, dripping on the chain. My diamonds say what they gotta say. If you think it's a game, I commentate, I ain't gotta play. On in the morning, I own my opponent. My competition is not an issue, it's cotton tissue. Unconventional, controversial, convoluted, unconditional, undeterred and undisputed. Good morning.
Good morning, Wayne. Good morning, Boston. Good morning, Keyshawn.
Morning, Skip. I'm over here, not sitting over there by you.
I understand. And great morning to Duck Boat Paul Pierce. Victory is yours. Congratulations. You were right all along about your Celtics. Dominating performance last night. Gentleman's sweep. Look at you now.
What's up, man?
Can you gloat anymore? Is there any other accessory that you could acquire? You got rings?
Oh, we got cigar. Hold on.
Chains. You got cigars.
Get a close over that. Get a close over that.
Got jacket.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
What is that, like a starter kit?
This is the Boston Celtics starter kit.
Yeah.
Championship trophy, cigar, and rings.
Well, wait a second. Who's this blow-up doll behind?
That's our boy Lucky that you was looking for.
That's Lucky.
That's Lucky right there.
Do you have Lucky at your house?
Yeah, he sits right in the front. As soon as you come to the door, he asks you what you need.
God.
What you doing here?
What might you be drinking this morning?
Hey, you lucky this is just coffee. I need to be drinking something else, though.
I seriously doubt it's just coffee.
It's 6:30 in the morning, man.
Hey, you lucky.
Hey, you've been up all night, man.
Man, shoot. I need to be having something else in this cup.
All right. All right, Paul Pierce, so come back to earth for just a moment.
All right.
If you would, please.
All right. Hold on, let me get organized here.
Yeah.
Let me put that there.
The floor is about to be yours to explain exactly what your Celtics did to those Dallas Mavericks.
First off, Skip, I need an apology to Jason Tatum. You ripped him. You said he couldn't be the guy. He didn't have the it factor. Lonzo will be better than him eventually. Hold on. We need to get some apologies out the way before I get started. Yeah, you did say that. I looked this is all documented.
Well documented.
This is well documented now. We need some. He don't have the it factor. He's not a dog. What else? There's a lot more. The list is long, but it'll take up the whole show for me to go over all these things you said about him.
Yeah.
We just need a short apology. Start off. He's a champion now.
Jason Tatum, through his first 9 NBA Finals games, went 9 of 42 in the fourth quarter and was gunning last night for MVP in the fourth quarter. Gunning! I've never seen him shoot so much. He shot 7 times in the fourth quarter trying to steal the MVP right out from under Jaylen Brown. Am I right?
I knew it.
Yeah, that guy. Are you sure about him in fourth quarters? Are you sure?
He's a champion.
That's all I know for sure. Is he a champion?
Is he a champion, yes or no? What is it all about?
Wait, was he the MVP of the finals?
It don't matter. He's a champion.
Oh, he was.
You know what he's gonna be wearing? He's gonna have one of these now, Skip.
Okay.
What else? What now?
Yeah.
What now? He's a champion. Is Luka a champion?
Okay. No,
God,
Is Luka a champion?
he is not. Is Jaylen Brown the best player on the Boston Celtics?
Jaylen Brown right now is the best player in the world.
In the world? Oh, that means he's the best player on Jason Tatum's team.
Today, Jaylen Brown is on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Larry Bird trophy, Bill Russell trophy, and one of these.
He did.
Damn, I didn't even put that together.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, he put it all together. Listen.
Put that together. All Celtics. Oh, okay.
I've been telling y'all this all playoff long. It started off, well, they didn't play nobody in Miami. No Jimmy Butler. 4-1. Oh, well, you know what? Donovan Mitchell's not there.
He wasn't.
4-1. Oh, you know what? They certainly didn't play nobody in Indiana. I mean, Indiana, no Halliburton.
No.
4-0.
Couple games.
Now, Dallas, Kyrie, Luka, the best offensive duo we've ever seen in the backcourt. They beat the Clippers 50-win team. They beat OKC 50-win team. And in Minnesota, they, the guy who we labeled Baby Jordan, who we labeled the next face of the league.
Some people did,
They beat them. Now they get to the Celtics. Oh no, the Celtics roll wasn't good enough. Dallas is going to dispose of them, and what happens? Gentleman's sweep. Just like I called. And
well, you called 6-2. I mean, 4-2.
I said 6. And then after game 1, I said this will be 5. Then after they went up 3-0, I said 4. But 5 was my real answer, a gentleman's sweep. I gave Luka the benefit of the doubt because he's such a great player. So listen, I don't want to hear none of this. And Key, you was ready to jump off the bandwagon yesterday and jump on Skip's side. You was ready. You said I got to say. She was like, I don't know if I'm ready to go over there with Skip. If they lose tonight, nope, I don't want to hear it.
I'm objective.
I don't want to hear it.
There's something wrong with me being objective.
All the questions have been answered. Chase is a champion. Brown, listen, this is the most underrated player in the NBA by far. 64-win team. This your second best player, or arguably the first best player, whoever you want to talk to, on a 64-win team. Larry Bird Trophy, Bill Russell Trophy, and he can't make an All-NBA team? Something's going on. I don't know what it is, but that's all right. That's all right.
Well, it seemed to motivate him, didn't it?
Well, that's all right. Any kind of motivation they need, I'm so happy for y'all, man. I wish I could have been there. Unfortunately, I had a death in the family. The reason I wasn't going to be there, but I'm so happy for y'all. I wish I could have shared this moment with you, but look, I'm here repping. I'm here repping today, baby. Y'all can't tell us nothing. Go ahead.
Are you done?
Go ahead.
Because in full transparency, I picked the Celtics to win.
No, yesterday you had a one foot out the duck boat.
No, I said, for some reason, if they drop that game.
You had a feeling that you thought they was going to lose yesterday.
No, I did not. No, I didn't. I said, but it could happen. And if they would have got out of there and got back to Dallas, then I was getting over there with Skip. Because y'all was going to go back to the past. Y'all was going to do that. But y'all didn't. I also, at the same time, said, if you get off to a fast start, it's going to be a blowout. It's on record. I can have them pull the tape for you.
I mean, you can't play both sides.
Yes, I can. Because I don't give a damn. I don't care about the Celtics. I want to see Tatum, and I want to see Brown. I want to see those two guys win their championship. I want to see Tatum cry. I want to see the heart, the pain from all the people talking negative about him, all that come out. I wanted to see all that. And I got a chance to see it. I'm happy for him. I don't like the fact that the Celtics got the 18th, but I'm happy for the players. You know, I thought that they did a tremendous job because if you go back and you know the history clearly from the last several years, they've had 3 coaches in 4 years, including Brad Stevens along with Ime, and then now, obviously, Joe. Brad Stevens done a tremendous job at putting this team together. They tried Gordon Hayward at some point in time. He was supposed to be the big guy they brought in free agency. Then they tried Kemba. They tried Kyrie Kemba. They tried all these different mixes to get to the championship, to get to that 18th spot. None of them worked out. They wanted to ship Jaylen Brown off regardless of what people said, because if the Brooklyn Nets would have said, okay, we'll do that.
Fact.
They would have took it.
Fact.
They would have took it.
Yeah.
But they were smart enough, Skip, to say, no, not good enough.
We're going to build with our young pieces.
We're going to stay with our guys. We're going to give them $300 million, and we're going to finish the deal. They finished the deal. I'm happy for them, Paul. There's nothing.
You said some good things about who, Brad Stevens and Coach Mazzulla?
What you mean?
I mean, I'm saying what Brad Stevens was able to do.
Think about it. He finessed Washington. He tricked San Antonio, finessed them, and then Portland, or however you want to call it, Portland, Milwaukee, Miami, whoever was making those decisions.
That's the move.
That was the move, and I said that a week ago.
The Drew Holiday move.
The Drew Holiday move. Once they got Drew Holiday, Skip told me at the beginning of the season, Dame Lillard, Drew Holiday, boom, they going, Milwaukee going home, Boston going all the way. That's what he said. He said Drew Holiday, and I give him his credit for that. So Brad Stevens put this together by finessing it, doing it a certain way. Now they set up where they got an opportunity to make some noise over the next several seasons to repeat possibly or win a couple down the line. You know, they got to make some decisions on getting younger in certain spots, but that's okay. I mean, they'll figure that out. Look, man, I knew they would win the game, although I was a little, because you guys have stumbled up, Paul. Come on now. You act like Dallas couldn't pull that momentum, which they didn't, into Boston, and Boston had been shaky at home. You have been shaky at home. You won it. I'm happy for them.
Best duel in basketball, best nuclear weapon.
Yeah, but I can't get caught up in all that duel, best backcourt. They score more than anybody. I don't want that. That's hype. That's all hype that people roll with. You know and I know that Tatum and Brown was the best damn players on the floor. Skip tried to tell me.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Okay, let's.
Skip tried to tell me.
When it's my turn.
No, it is. But you tried to sit there and tell me the other day Luke was the best player on the floor. And I said to you, are you crazy? Jaylen Brown, the one that won the MVP, is the best player on the floor. Drew Holiday was the next best player on the floor. And then Tatum was the next best player on the floor.
Yesterday?
Just in general, throughout the whole series.
Okay.
Throughout the whole deal.
Who led the finals in scoring and rebounding? If
I'm
getting long rebounds, I'm going to get long rebounds off the long
streets.
rebounds for Luka? He can't move after any long rebounds.
Long rebounds,
You
man.
got to get him when they fall into his bread basket.
No, he couldn't. He tried to chase the ball down yesterday on the floor. It looked like he was moving.
About our dinners,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
I went into last night up 3, and you did win 3 last night because you won the game because you gave me 10, and obviously it was a rout.
I'm gonna make sure you remember.
And we had a Luka bet on 3s, and Luka missed his last 3 that would have beaten you in that bet, okay? In fact, I think we have that because I'm sitting on the edge of my chair.
Luka under 2.5 threes.
Yes, under 2.5, and Luka missed.
Yeah, he hit him late, too.
Late, though.
Too late, and that's all you need is too late. This was.
Look, I was like,
final
come on.
three. That goes in, you lose. That goes in, you lose. That was it for you, and you got it. You survived that one. And obviously, you won for the overall final. So you won 3 dinners last night, but you forgot the one big bet that you made before it all started.
Which one?
You said that the dynamic duo of your team would outscore the greatest duo ever, the backcourt phenoms that are Luka and Kyrie.
I did say that.
You did say that, and you lost that by 30 points. Luka and Kyrie outscored you two by 30 points in the 5 games. So I have 1 dinner remaining, and I won it. I won it, so you owe me. Thank you. You owe me a dinner. You owe me a dinner off the whole finals.
I owe you 1 dinner.
Okay, now, I do need to congratulate you and your team. I'm wearing all black today in mourning for the Dallas Mavericks. But, no, I'm going this.
Oh, yeah.
For you, just for you and your Celtics.
You got some drip Bayless this morning.
I got some drip going on. This is just for you. And I do have to tell you, I do love your team. I think it is really a bunch of really good young men. And they're still pretty young, except for Al Horford. But listen, of all the championship teams I can remember in recent memory, this is as likable a team as I ever watched. And I don't like the Celtics, and I especially don't like them because you love them. But when they were being congratulated last night, it moved me because they did deserve it. They won it, and they won the season. It was their year. It was their time. It was Jaylen's time to break through. I was happy he got the award. We'll talk more about it in a few minutes. But all those guys are good guys. There's not one guy on that team I don't like. There's not one bad actor. There's not a villain. There's not a, like you did have Marcus Smart, who played with edge, and he was always getting into it with people. But Brad Stevens said, you know what? I'm going to replace him with Drew Holiday. And Drew Holiday was the magic move, man.
I said that.
You did. I said it. Keyshawn said it.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what did I see at the start of the game last night? Your first 6 points were scored by Drew Holiday. He just came to play because he gets it. And you got it yesterday. I was saying the same thing. The crucial moments of this game were the immediate moments after tip-off, because it was up to the Mavericks to show the Celtics we are serious about this. We are going to apply pressure to your throats right away. We are going to make you sweat. We're going to make you fret. We're going to make you doubt. We're going to make you a little shaky-handed from 3 because we are here and we ain't going away. And guess what?
They had a shot early.
Okay, they had a shot early. And by the way, Luka had a 3 early.
It was up by 1, right?
Well, Tatum and Brown
they never got up. They never were up. They didn't lead the whole night.
No, they closed it to 1.
Yeah, they closed it to 1.
Tatum and Brown
Luka's
struggled in the
first
first.
3. If this goes in, I'm thinking I got a chance, and it lipped out. Okay, it lipped out. That would have given them their only lead of the whole night.
Good deep
okay,
ball.
so then Drew Holiday goes bang, bang, and bang, and scores 3 quick buckets, and then Al Horford, at age 37, finally got himself a ring.
Knocked that 3.
He knocks it down. If we have the Al Horford 3, and it makes it 9-2.
Yep.
We have this.
Once they got out 9-2, I was
Here's
no looking
Al
back.
Horford. When he
right here,
struck
wide open.
this,
He was gonna
I
leave him wide
said,
open. Wow.
kaboom. I turned to my wife, Ernestine, and I said, this is over. And I immediately tweeted, start the parade.
Yeah.
Because that's it. That's the only chance Dallas had to show them they were serious about this, serious business. And from that point on, yeah, they kind of scratched and clawed and got back into it. And then you guys flurry at the end of the first quarter and go up 10 after quarter, and it is way, way over. And then your little man, Pritchard, pulls one out of his tail again at the end of the half and bombs away, and that's it. That's like, if there's ever such a thing as a halftime dagger, that's it. Okay.
That's the second time in this series.
And he traveled.
Man, I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear all that.
No, Paul, he ran with the ball.
There ain't no travel.
But they ain't going to call it, I
They're
know.
not going to call it.
I was like, oh, my God. That hurt.
Ooh,
Oh, that hurt.
21, that was the dagger
That
right
hurt.
there. Ooh. Man.
God, that
Okay,
hurt.
Bars
so
was filled.
here's what I
drinks was
saw
flowing.
overall in this series. I keep saying this, people don't want to hear it. Most of these NBA games come down in this modern era that we're in now to three-point shooting. They just do.
Yeah, you talk about rebounding and all this other stuff.
And your team has figured out the formula. You're just going to shoot way more threes than anybody shoots during the regular season and during the playoffs and during the finals. And during these finals, look what you shot on three-point shots. You shot 207 in 5 games. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous because you shot 55 more threes than they shot in 5 games. 50 plus 55. You scored 66 more points from 3 than they scored. Do the math on 66 over 5 games. It's crushing. It's hard to overcome. And yet you guys didn't shoot it nearly as well as you usually shoot it. No. You shot 34%. But they were abominable from 3. They shot 32%.
Lucas shoot.
Don't even go there.
Lucas shot 24% from 3. That's 11 of 45. The same Luka who during the regular season improved all the way to 38. And against the Timberwolves in the previous round, he shot 43% from 3. Okay, to what do we contribute that? To Jaylen Brown? Sure, I'll give Jaylen some of that. I'll give some to Drew Holiday and some to Derek White because they're helping out also. But I just think Lucas started pressing and pushing and gagging, and he played a pretty lousy finals except for the first half of Game 4 at home. He scored 25 in the first half, and it was a blowout by halftime because he did that. That was it. Help me out. Show me where else he played well because, Keyshawn, you have had your doubts about him, and I think you should continue to have your doubts after those 5 games.
No, we'll get there, though, Skip, right?
We will, but I'm just saying, the overview of this was if he shoots 38% from 3, I think we could be having different conversations.
Skip, here we go with these ifs.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. Did you predict he was going to shoot 24%?
I predicted that this will be his most difficult challenge because of the versatility that the Boston Celtics present on defense.
Okay.
When you have the combination of Brown,
Man, you can switch
Derek
out 4
White,
different dudes.
You can switch 4 different guys on them.
All right.
And then even Al Horford
the only dude you really can't is Al Horford.
Well,
but
Al Horford still held his own.
No, I'm saying, but you really can't.
Like, you don't want that all night.
You don't want that. You just don't want it. But if he needed to for a shot or 2, he could do it.
You don't want Sam Hauser on him because he was abusing Sam Hauser. He got him 4 or 5 times.
He's 6'9" compared to a dude that's 5'2".
No, he's not 5'2". Hauser's pretty tall. I think he's as tall as Luke is.
No.
Isn't he 6'7"?
Yeah, he's about that tall.
Is he?
I think he's tall.
Yeah. God.
Okay, which brings me to Kyrie Irving. I just watched him play, 3 games in what used to be, quote unquote, his house, or was going to be his house, right? And what did he do in those 3 games? He shot 18% from 3. He shot 3 of 17. 3 of 17 in 3 games at Boston. You can't tell me.
Those last 3 was in the last game.
Yeah, you can't tell me the crowd didn't get into his head and his psyche and his soul.
Must have been something.
Yeah. So in
Must have
the
been
end,
something. That's that kryptonite.
Boy.
yeah.
Boy.
Green kryptonite.
But they played, look, they went up against the best team with the best record all season long. And usually, when you got the best record and you're the best team, you usually finish the deal. Like when you're one of the top 2-3 teams record-wise, you usually win a championship.
And you're the most rested team because nobody pushed you in the first 3 rounds, right? You came in completely rested. You got 10 days off before the finals. You were just better than they were, right?
I don't know why we sit here today acting all surprised. It's like, whoa, this is a shock that Boston won. Luka.
Nobody said that. No, Keyshawn just said it wasn't a shock.
Like I can just hear it. I can hear it in y'all voice. It's just Kyrie, this, Kyrie was having a revelation on his career, and I love that he, he found him a home. Hopefully, he can finish off in Dallas. But this was just, like I said in the beginning, this was a bad matchup from the start. You talking to somebody who could just see right from the start. Luka, they need to get more athleticism.
No question about it. It was a bad matchup.
To compete with Boston, and I don't see how they can do that. And I think it was just so much pressure that you got to put on Kyrie at this stage in his career. But you know what? I'm going to say, we're going to talk about that.
But like I said to you before, though, Paul, equated to football for me, how many other teams in the NBA got 4 guys that can switch off all the time? What, you got two teams, baby? Or then 4 teams that got 4 guys that can score the basket.
Yeah.
There's not a lot. It's a bad matchup. Minnesota had 1 guy in Ant-Man. OKC had 1 guy. And then the Clippers had 2, but then you know how that goes.
Well, they didn't have Kawhi.
And they didn't have Kawhi.
Yeah.
So Dallas was at a mismatch to start with.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better take a note. Y'all didn't see the best of the Boston Celtics this postseason either. They played mostly without Porzingis. Think about that. Think our defensive presence, our offensive presence. He played 2 games in the finals, 3. I mean, if you want to count this last game.
Well, I told you this is a serious thing. He's going to need surgery on this. And they said last night he's going to have to have surgery.
But this process is not a major surgery. You should be able to recover from this surgery in, like, I believe 2 or 3 weeks.
No, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
In 2 or 3 weeks, this is not one of those type of surgeries. So he'll be ready to go in a month. So y'all haven't seen, that's the scary part about this team. You ain't seen.
We ain't got to the future, man. We trying to enjoy
it ain't the future. It ain't the future. It's like what we saw this year, them winning it and winning in convincing fashion. But then at the same time, you didn't see the best of them. You know what I'm saying? Like Porzingis played.
You could be right.
Porzingis played a couple games in Miami, sat the second round, sat the whole third round, and sat most of the finals.
Well, he saved your bacon in game 1 with 18 points in 13 minutes. Well, he did. You were in trouble.
We were in trouble.
Well, you'd missed.
After 1 quarter.
You'd shot 1 of 7 from 3 at that point, and you were down 2. And he came in and scored 18 and 13 first half minutes.
The quarter wasn't even over with yet.
Yeah, the quarter wasn't even over.
I'm just saying. He did that.
I'm just saying. 16 and 3. A majority of those games, Porzingis didn't play. I'm about to place my bet for next year right now.
All right. Go ahead. You're welcome. All right, back to your opening salvo. Back to that draft. I did love Lonzo Ball when he was at UCLA. And when he was healthy, I loved Lonzo Ball because Magic Johnson really, really, really loved Lonzo Ball because he said after he picked him that we will raise his jersey into the rafters. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember. Hey, Keith.
What, man?
Wait a second.
Wait a second. You know that?
Wait a second.
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember Paul Pierce saying when Jason Tatum, I can't remember where he went in the draft. I didn't even know he was in that draft because I don't remember him much at Duke. I didn't think he was that great at Duke.
Where did he go?
But the point was, did you say, oh, he'll be by far the best player in the draft that day of that draft? I don't know.
I thought he was still not going number 1.
Oh,
when Danny Ainge finessed that.
Oh, he finessed it? I don't think he had to finesse it.
Yeah, he finessed that. He finessed that with Philly. He finessed that deal with Philly, remember? To where Philly got more Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, Fultz.
And Tatum went number 2. Yeah, somehow it was a finesse in there. And I can't remember right off the top, but it was some. It was a Danny Ainge finesse.
Didn't Lonzo go second?
What, the Tatum year? No, Lonzo went 2.
Well, Tatum went 3rd.
Yeah.
Lonzo went 2.
So he went 3rd.
Okay.
Because it was Fultz, Ball, Tatum.
Okay. All right. Well, if Lonzo...
What are we talking about right now? The champs or what? What y'all want to talk about?
No, he just want to skip one to clear it up because you said you said that he thought that Ball would be a better player.
So you're saying Magic owes Jason Tatum an apology, right?
No, I think
Magic...
that's
what you said.
Listen, we Magic don't owe nothing. We sending Magic some presents. We thanking Magic. Magic's my guy.
Man, be quiet, man.
We appreciate Magic all day.
All right, in a moment, you can still make a statistical case Jason Tatum should be MVP. We debate that next.
Now he on Jason. I love it. I love it. I love today's fun.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.